All right, welcome to the 16th Solace Podcast. I'm AJ, and I am your hero that Solace deserves.
I'm Ray, General of Solace.
I'm Sean Bay, Jen and Solace.
I'm JJ, and I'm a 3 banana in Solace.
Hi, my RSN is Drag Green. I'm a member in Solace.
I'm Vior, and I'm none of the above.
All right, so what are you guys up to right now?
Recently, still fishing. Last weekend I got the fishing day record. Beat Vessel's Day by 500k, roughly.
I am still doing agility. Almost 80 mil. I don't know when I'm gonna stop. I just kind of forgot I'm still doing agility, and I'm just still doing it. So we'll see. We'll see how far I go.
I'm just smithing, working on 2 Emerald all Bibles, and yeah.
I've been taking a little break from runecraft to work on Slayer. Might go up to about 20 mil, then go back to runecrafting.
I'm Vior.
Hi, VR.
Hey, I'm still mining. I'm at 124 mil right, well, almost 124 mil right now, and just same old, mining and working.
Oh,
So
wait.
let's get what?
Before we do that, part of my intro was actually to give Crescendo a shout out, so there you go.
Thanks, VR.
Nice.
Yeah, I just had to put that out there. Sorry, guys. I'm a sellout. That's the only reason I'm on here. Continue.
Congrats. Okay. All right. So first question we have here is, what are you guys' thoughts on? Okay, so lucky implings they've passed, and these things will basically, when you catch it, they're extremely rare, and when you catch it, you'll get a random roll on a random clue scroll drop table. So, what are you guys' thoughts on this forthcoming update?
I think it kind of takes away from actually doing clues for the rewards a little bit if you can. I don't know, it depends how rare it actually is, like how often I'll see them around in game. So right now I'm a bit indifferent. I'd like to see what it turns out to be, but I don't really like the idea of being able to get clue items without actually having to go through all the steps and do an actual clue.
On this update, do you have to barehand catch the implings yourself, or can you loot the impling jars?
I guess you could probably do both. I don't think
Oh, okay.
it really
I
matters.
mean, I don't really like it if you can loot the impling jars. I don't really like it, like, I don't know, like, I kind of like disagree with that because I don't really think that's kind of how it's supposed to go. But like, I mean, I think it's cool if you can just barehand one, and I don't know, maybe it just gives more of a point to barehanding implings.
Ever since I learned about them 2 minutes ago, I think they're pretty cool. It could add an interesting aspect to the game where you don't need to get all the requirements for clue scrolls, but I'm kind of hoping they're somewhat rare. But I guess it doesn't really matter how rare they really are. But
They're
it's
like
an interesting update.
apparently they're like extremely rare, like very rare. I don't know.
I'd assume so, yeah.
I don't mind them. I actually think it's a good idea because, I mean, implings, except for maybe dragon implings, I mean, the loot from implings are just so bad, except for dragon. And, like, even if you loot a dragon impling, you get, like, a D long or something. It's like 70k. So, implings needed better rewards. I guess this is the path they chose to take. If they're gonna be a lot rarer than dragon implings, like we're gonna be seeing a lucky impling like once a week or something.
Yeah, I hope so. I think that I think would have been like a little bit better off is like all the other implings have a chance of like giving you a clue scroll alongside loot. I think like the lucky implings should have been like guaranteed clue scroll.
Hey,
But
wake up.
anywhere between easy to master. and you still have to do the clue scroll like itself. You still have to do all the steps when you obtain it. It's not like you just get a reward right away. Because I think it takes away some of the aspect of clue scrolls themselves, like the activity.
Yeah, I was
I think there's a
thinking
large
about that. If all it does is give you the reward, that's, I don't know. Although clues are already luck based, that's just too lucky. I don't know. I like the idea of you still having to do it.
Yeah, it kind of takes away the fun of it.
Wait. These implings, they just straight up give you the rewards. You don't. They don't give you like a
Yep.
clue scroll. Oh.
They're related to the clue scroll reward table, so it's like clue scroll implings.
Well, does that have like other items on the drop table, or is it?
I don't think
Is it
so. I think
all
it's
clue
it's
scroll
literally like a clue scroll impling.
Oh my!
Yeah.
I'd like it better if they were like. I guess if it were more balanced and you could have a chance of like not getting anything. I don't know.
Well,
I think
that
I
would
would
be any
like
fun
it
at all.
more. If it had at least one puzzle to go with it, I think that would be good.
That'd be a fair like middle ground, yeah.
The only requirement's like 90-something hunter, isn't it? That's it. Like you don't have to actually
Like
do all like the quest or like any other skill requirements like an elite clue scroll would have. You could just get an elite reward right there and then by just collecting the impling.
yep.
The hell? This values the clue scrolls with that. I
But
wouldn't
it values Hunter.
I have morals, so I don't approve this update.
That's nice.
I have only caught one dragon impling in my entire life.
I guess I have mixed feelings about it. I don't really do implant hunting anyway, but if I saw one like roaming around during a farm run, I'd be pretty excited.
So have you ever caught a dragon impling? Or
I caught like I remember like when I first made my account and like about a month into old school, I got 8300 to hunt dragon implants because they were decent money.
What?
Well, they weren't really that good money, but I did them because I thought they were good money. And I did a couple of dragon implings, but I never really went hard in the paint on them.
They're probably only like 90 mil an hour, so you must value your GP per hour pretty low. You're not very
Yeah.
efficient.
It was also like 3 years ago, dude.
Wow.
I probably valued my time at like 200k. But yeah, this kind of helps us jump into the right to the next question. Implings giving clue scrolls as reward, basically making clue scrolls viable in a way. What do you guys think about that? That passed, and I think that's in the game now, actually.
Yeah. Someone in the chat can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure like there's some method now where you can get like medium clue scrolls or something like that. Around the same rate, if not faster than killing the guards, which I think I was eavesdropping on some Ironman talking the other day, and it's like 1 mil GP per hour if Ranger boots over 30 mil, 30 mil for low levels. That's kind of OP. I don't know. I'm wrong? Okay. You can correct me and I'll just fix whatever I said after they go, so I'm done.
From watching the Q&A, I think Mot K said that it's not a viable strategy just to buy these implings to get clues. Like, you would be spending ridiculous amounts of money buying and opening implings to get clues. You're like, if you want medium clues, just go cannon Fally guards.
I remember like, oh, sorry.
No, like, I just don't know how you would get like the hardened elite.
Switched.
I remember he was like calling people out. Like basically, like if you want to spend like 5 bill.
Yeah, he said
Plus
like if you want to
doing
spend
clue
5 bill to get a clue scroll, then go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah.
because of the untradeable thing that they're actually coming out with for the clue scrolls, Titan Rider actually plans on spending a couple bill on the dragon implings to save himself a couple
Jesus
thousand
Christ.
hours for getting the 200 elites for that untradeable thing because he's a completionist guy. So that's actually he's probably going to be one of the only people that actually.
Where's he
gonna
gonna get
buy
that
elites.
money?
Oh, because okay, originally he had to do 15,000 Zora to get the 200 elites or something like that. So he plans on doing 7,500 Zora and getting half the elites and spending all the money he got from the 7,500 Zora on the clue scrolls.
Is Zulrah the most efficient method of farming elite clue scrolls?
I don't know if it's the most efficient, but like you get money
I
on the
think,
side, so
I think Barrows is the fastest
yeah,
for
but
elites.
you just get so much money on the side. I think that's why he wanted to do it.
That's smart.
Yeah, I don't really mind too much that the clue scrolls are viable because not many people are going to do it. Like, it's not really viable to do anyway. Like, I guess if you're farming easy clues, maybe. But like hards and elites, it's not worth your money, honestly. Unless you're Wilson. Well, not anymore.
What happened to
Yeah, I
Wilson?
don't think anyone's gonna do this, unless it's like just someone that's has a ton of money and they just want to get the master clue scrolls. So I don't think it's that big of a deal.
At first, I didn't like it because I didn't like when Big Mo was around for that month. But it's already really easy and fast to get a lot of the easy and mediums, so I don't think it really makes any difference. So I guess I'll say I'm indifferent to it.
So we're saying viable clue scrolls because you can buy the lucky implings.
No,
I
you
don't
can
think you
buy like all the other implings have a chance at giving you a clue scroll when you open them. Lucky implings just gives you the reward, but like all the other implings, you can get clue scrolls from them.
I don't know. I guess I'm indifferent on that. It doesn't really affect anything. But yeah, you guys say it's gonna be really expensive. That's true. I guess. Yeah, if you're trying to farm clue scrolls, that's not the best way to do it.
What's
Yeah,
the
like-
best way for hards? Is it killing hellhounds?
Maybe.
Just do Slayer, I don't know.
Hellhounds
Yeah,
or,
just do Slayer. There's really no reason to kill a monster.
or K4s.
I don't know. I seen people like kill. They like do a hard clue. They go back to hellhounds. They get a hard clue.
I mean, if
They
you want to
do
be
their
efficient
clue.
with it, like you like get so many hard clues, like just train Slayer efficiently. You might as well just do them if your goal is to do as many hard clues as you can, because you're being efficient that way. But like I guess like most hard clues per hour, I wouldn't really be able to answer that, but yeah. So Mot K has been talking about doing a data stream, like a data warehouse stream, where you showcases like just various like categories of data. Not really sure exactly what he'd show on there, but what would you guys want to see if you actually would want to watch that?
I would want to see if they mean by data like probabilities of like certain things. Because I like when Kieran tweets out like, I don't know, he tweeted like probability of cutting a teak free like with 99 wood cutting or
It
something.
would
like.
be stuff like how many players like log in per day, like how many players enter the wilderness per day, like how many players like attack
That's
this monster.
interesting. I
Yeah.
like that because I don't know, I just like numbers and statistics and data. So like it'd be kind of interesting to see just random facts about the game. So I would like it. And like other than that, I don't see how it would be useful, but it would just be fun to watch.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't watch it. It just seems like a bunch of useless statistics, but I don't know. Doesn't really seem very interesting to me.
Depending on what he shows, I might watch. I don't usually watch any RuneScape streams, but this actually sounds kind of interesting to me.
How do you merch then?
I don't.
You gotta
How
watch.
to-
You gotta watch them to merch.
Yes. But yeah, I guess some of the statistics would be cool. It'd be interesting to see what the JMods see when they're looking at all this stuff.
I wouldn't know what to expect out of it. I guess it would be kind of cool to see how many players get banned for RWT per day.
Yeah, if I had a request, I'd like ask them like how many players use the coal bag post 99 smithing, something like that.
How many players RC post 99 RC?
Yeah, how many players are see post 99 actively? No, but really, like seriously, I'd like to see like how many players actually use the coal bag post 99 something. Because I'd like to see a justification for them putting that as a perk. But yeah, I
I
think
would
the
watch
data
it.
stream. Oh, yeah, go.
I would watch it. I mean, there's nothing I can think of specifically that I'd want to know stats wise, but I think it'd be interesting. I liked watching when they did the Mythbusters and the Storytime streams. I didn't know what to expect, but they were still pretty interesting. So I'm sure it'll say something that'll pique my interest.
Yeah, who knows how long the stream will be anyway? Could be like several hours. It could be like an hour. But all right, next question. So bank placeholders were released last Thursday, right? Not 3 days ago, but
Yeah,
the
last
week before
Thursday.
that.
Correct.
Yeah, so pretty successful update. There wasn't really any problems with it. No one got like duplicate items or anything like that. That's good. But overall, are you guys pleased with the bank placeholders?
Yeah, bank placeholders are probably one of my favorite quality of life updates thus far. I really like them. I really wish I hadn't spent like 6 hours post getting the outfit for anglers, doing fishing trawler, trying to get a duplicate, but all to waste that anyways. So whatever. I like it. It's really cool. I probably have to reorganize some things in my bank still, but I really like it. Definitely.
Yeah, like I actually organized like a little bit. I just put some like um what I use for an Ember Zone and put it all in one tab, like one little line or row, and I put all of it, everything I use for mining in one little row. It's easy. It's really easy just to click, and like nothing moves around my bank ever. I don't have to like look around for like a mud battle staff or something. Everything's exactly where I want it to be, and makes actually banking a lot quicker for me on average. That's good. I'm really pleased with the update. I'm glad there's no issues with it either.
I really like the update. I still have a really messy bank, just quest junk and everything, but I spend maybe 1 minute organizing my bank because I don't really use very many items in my bank, and I've been so used to using the search option to find items. But I like placeholders because items don't move around. Yeah, it's probably my favorite quality of life update out of that whole series that came out.
I don't know if I'm pleased or not. I haven't really got a chance to try it, but I know it does devalue Kiwi's bank. He had like 1.5 bill worth of placeholders that he had to sell, I guess. Sucks for him. So that's all I got to contribute.
I haven't even used them yet. I will in the future, perhaps, but as of right now, I don't need them.
Yeah, I love this update. It's one of my favorites. I really like keeping things organized in my bank. I always want to keep it like in perfect order, so this has helped a lot. I didn't like how it was the very first day when you hopped worlds and it didn't save the little option to keep placeholders. That was a bit annoying, but they fixed that within the first day or two, so it works really well now. So one of my
Oh, I
favorite
didn't even notice
updates.
that. I didn't know. I didn't even know that was a thing. Wow.
I just remembered the best thing about the placeholder update is that I spent absolutely zero time like for all the time I've been playing, I never did anything for placeholder, and they all did placeholder graceful, placeholder prospector, and
Oh
everything.
yeah.
Like everyone was obsessed with placeholder stuff, and I just didn't care. And my laziness finally paid off because I never went for placeholder items.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Actually, the only placeholder item that I ever got was like I got like 8 Dragon Defenders before I maxed because I thought I was going to lose a lot during Hunter, which wasn't the case. I only lost like 3. But I just stopped bringing Dragon Defenders anyway. But yeah, the only item I ever actually bothered to get placeholders for that wasn't just like something that was buyable was Dragon Defenders. But yeah, next question. How do you feel about okay, so basically like there are a lot of tweaks to Deadman recently, some being like adjustments to the teleport timer and like how skulls work in non-safe zones. How do you feel about Jax like making various attempts to try and revive Deadman mode or make it more playable?
I think it's absolutely pointless. Hardly, there's just not as many players playing Deadman mode anymore, and the only reason people have played Deadman mode was because of the 10K like incentive, I guess. I think it's really pointless. Deadman mode has been unsuccessful. They should just scrap it, in my opinion. But
I think it's all right, but I think like they should take a lot of feedback. Like not really focus too much on changing right now since like it's just dev time. But like they should take a bunch of feedback all at once and then implement it all the next season. And they should change things up to make it more give it more variety. Because right now because there's nothing really much too different about this season compared to the other Deadman mode, and it's just kind of dry right now. And the Deadman mode community is pretty much close to dead. So I don't think trying to revive it right now is really going to help. Probably prioritize other updates, but keep feedback, like keep it like note it down, and then use it for next season when people are actually going to play it.
do you think do you think like if they did that, do you think it would like the activity on Deadman mode would sustain rather than just die off, or do you think it would still remain like its temporal state where people play in the beginning stages and then just all quit later on?
Well, the thing is, like, they all quit because they get killed and they get reset to like
Right.
really low stats, and they
Yeah.
can't really catch up. Like, if they, like all the tweaks that they make, like it helps people that like helps people like when they die, but like everybody, there's so many, everyone's so far out that anyone who starts the game can't catch up, like can't make it anywhere. That's why I'm saying like they should make all these tweaks when the game first comes out, when everyone's starting off fresh. That way it's more fair for the people that are actually starting off rather than the minority of the community that basically just started Deadman mode right now. And they're not going to make it to the top anyway, no matter what, because of the way Deadman mode works. But they could implement those changes on the next season, and it'll work out better. I mean, the changes will be there next season. I'm just saying that they didn't really need to tweak it now because it's not really going to make anybody come back to it. Sorry, too late.
I think it's just too many worlds taken for something that too few people are actually playing.
Oh, that's definitely a problem. They've actually cut down on some worlds, I think, right?
Yeah, but it's still pretty inactive. I mean, like I'm pretty sure if they pulled like, would you be okay with like losing 10 worlds to PvP and PVM on for like what is it, like 2 weeks or however long they had 10 worlds up for, and he did that 4 times per year? I don't think most players would be willing to lose
For like the
their
first
worlds.
week, yeah, it's fine, but like everything after that, no. Because like
Yeah.
worlds get filled up on release and they need more worlds. That's understandable, but like when there's like 50 people in each world and there's 10 worlds,
Yeah.
like, come on.
The new rules that were implemented are good, but too late, obviously. Like, they tried to revive Deadman mode when it was too late. There are good updates. The update about how if your combat level is much higher than someone else's and you kill them, the experience that they lose is not very much. So if like a 120 kills a level 40, they're not really going to lose any XP. Which is good because like, you know, people who fall behind actually have a chance to catch up, and I experienced that. Like, I fell behind in Deadman mode and I tried catching up, but you would train a little bit and then you'd get reset and then train and reset. The other good update is bank. They don't take your whole bank when they kill you. Because
Yeah, it's
like,
10 items, right?
yeah, they used to take every, like, if you died in Deadman mode previously, you would get cleaned. Your 28 most valuable stacks, that's your whole bank. So now they only take 10, and
That's still like you're still pretty much
that's
wrecked from that.
pretty
Yeah.
much your whole bank, yeah. The third good update was I really liked how the higher your levels go, the slower your XP is. So like,
Oh yeah, see that's one of those things that would be very good to have at the beginning of the game mode.
yeah,
But like
because
now
like
it's too
the
late.
guy who plays 20 hours a day or whatever, like once he gets into like the 70s, his XP is not times 5 anymore. Maybe it's like times 3, and then when he gets into like the 80s and 90s, it's only like double XP. So you can't just create such a wide gap. So it gives people at lower levels a chance to catch up, which is really good. It's just they released it too late. Like Deadman mode was already dying, and they tried to release this. Also, they fixed suiciding too late, like a week into the seasonal. Suiciding should have been fixed at the beginning.
I like the idea of fixing things before the new season starts. But I'm not exactly sure of all the changes that they did, but I do trust that Jags is just doing everything that they think is right to get more people to play it. And I do think it's working because I had an IRL friend who didn't really ever play RuneScape except for just once in a while with me. He really wanted to play that with me, but he played a little bit. He died, never wanted to play it again, so I'm not sure. But Jagex got a bond out of him, so it worked.
I'm glad they're making an initiative to take in feedback recently and make these changes. I'm hoping that the less punishing death changes will help keeping players more invested in it for next season. I'm not sure how well it's going to work out, future seasons to come if the mode will continue to die out so early on. I don't really know a way to combat that if they made seasons shorter, but then there's a valid argument that with a shorter season, that gives people that are playing a lot, they'll have an advantage by playing a lot for like a couple weeks straight. So I'm not too sure, but I'm glad they're doing at least something to take in feedback. And regardless, I think Deadman mode has been pretty good for advertising for Jagex with the streams, and so at least it wasn't like completely bad in that sense.
I just can't believe that like how quickly. I know it's 5 times XP, but Deadman mode just progresses so quickly. After 1 week, like I saw someone with full Barrows armor, DFS, Serp Helm. Like after a week, people have max gear. It's insane. I mean, there's no way to stop that other than they were talking about locking. I don't know how you feel about locking like higher level content behind like time. So you have to wait 2 weeks maybe to get Barrows armor. You have to wait a month to access Zulrah.
Nah.
I just think that like they should prioritize. Wait, were you saying something?
No, it's just like Deadman mode. I feel like in the way that Deadman mode dies so quickly is because the game progresses at a ridiculous pace, as in people have max gear after the first week.
Yeah, I just think that like it'd be more efficient, be more of an efficient use of dev time to basically implement all these changes at the same time of release in the next season, rather than like slowly working towards the change in Dead Memo and while it's still going. But I like the game mode. I like the publicity it brings to the game, and I hope that it soon in the future becomes something that's actually consistently playable.
Pardon, but to clarify, did the changes that were made recently, like the ones that were pulled, were they already implemented into this season?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
They-
okay. I thought
they
they were
just-
waiting until next
They
season.
put in all those updates.
Yeah, that's what I want, is for them to wait till next season.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought that makes more sense to wait. I thought I didn't know that.
I think the dumbest thing they did was like a week into seasonal, they finally removed suiciding. So now you just can't attack other people in towns.
Yeah. But moving on though, so Chris suggested, made a suggestion here. What do you guys think about a toggleable in-game voice chat system? Uh, I don't know like how well that would work because I think most people who play RuneScape don't even use a mic anyway. I think this wouldn't really be useful at all because most people who have a mic use some sort of voice chat already with other people. Like big clans have their own TeamSpeak servers. A lot of people just use Skype anyway. So I don't know if it would have much use. What do you guys think?
I think like as you were saying, TeamSpeak, Skype, and Discord. I think people use now. Those are already pretty big. I don't even actually know how it would work. Like, would you like have like channels like in game like that people would join, or I don't actually know
Maybe
how it
if
would work.
people are within your general
Yeah,
area,
yeah.
you can voice chat with them.
Like the same way the
Like-
chat system works.
Like, what if you went to the GE? Like, it'd just be a bunch of people yelling.
Right. So you'd like you'd be on like a farm run and you'd be like switching through channels or something. Like I don't know.
No, maybe just people within your general area you can
Oh,
talk
okay.
to.
I think it'd be hilarious because like imagine if like you're getting like if you're like just crashing an Ironman at Slayer, you're just like just like get the fuck off, dude.
How hilarious would like PKing be with voice chat? You're like
The
fighting
dude's chasing
someone,
you.
you're just like fuck you, dude.
Dude, stop safing, dude. What the fuck?
I don't think it would work at all in
You're
RuneScape.
you're
It's
just
just
like-
not the right game for it.
You're just
Uh.
like in dead man mode. And then you just walk around solo. You just like see 10 dots. You just hear a bunch of voices yelling.
It'd be really funny, and I don't know if RuneScape could handle it. I feel like it'd be really laggy. I'm not sure though. Yeah, it just doesn't seem right for RuneScape.
Yeah, I don't really think it's necessary. If it was something where it's just a private chat where you can send it to just one of your friends to do a voice chat, that'd be alright, but otherwise I don't think RuneScape's the right game, I agree. And like it's been mentioned before, if it's a public open channel, like while you're doing Slayer PvP, I'm sure that's just going to be horrible to listen to.
Oh, Slayer crashing people.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
It's so good.
An in-game voice chat has not and will not work in any MMO. I've never seen it work. Like
Why?
in-game, people wanted it in WoW. Like no, it just doesn't work. I don't know if other MMOs have in-game voice chats, but it's just bad. I just don't think it would work. Like people don't get along. They'll just flame each other in voice chat.
Yeah, that's the point. I think that's like the only good use of it, to be honest.
I would never want to go to the Grand Exchange. It would
Yeah.
just be a bunch of like Ice Poseidon memes. Everyone just like putting like a bunch of stupid song requests
And-
to their mics.
And if there's like you know that if there's a voice chat and like you go to the GE, there's gonna be like some guy. There's gonna be some guy. He's like level 3. His name is like DJ Music Bot, and he just plays music out of his in-game voice channel, and he just plays music to the GE.
I'm gonna like go to like every single high level player and just like play screamers as loud as I can. And just try to make a mistakes. I don't know.
You just go to World 2 GE and just hear everybody is yelling over each other.
I'm
Or,
gonna
like,
try to
you go
find
to, like,
someone
a
to do like a
free-to-play
30
world.
hour. I'm gonna like distract them as much as I can if they forget to put on the thing.
You go to the free-to-play world and the bots are just like auto-typing just like a buzz from their mic or something like that. Like
Yeah,
constant.
What if
Or something, I don't know.
instead of like auto typing, they just have auto like voice chats that
Microsoft saying,
advertise.
ask what your favorite color is.
Like, go to RSKFC, like some robot voice.
RFScapes. Oh, they're gonna have like. Oh, I know what you
RS
mean now.
VR, you know all about RSKFC.
Oh, okay.
Do you know? Yeah, I think a voice chat would be pretty hilarious to have, honestly.
No voice chats.
I think that I don't know. I just think it'd be funny just to crash somebody. I would enjoy Slayer more, honestly. Sure.
People are just gonna. I already said this, but like people are just gonna like get songs on their phone and just play it through the mic.
Yeah,
Like
like they do on Xbox or whatever.
yeah. Know everything about RSKFC. Yeah, RSKFC promo code Crescendo. You get 25% off. All right, let's continue.
Yeah. All right. Next question. So fire making is pretty much the most useless skill in the game. If you could, how would you update fire making to make it useful?
I think this was mentioned before, like from Mod Reach or something, back when they were discussing content for Zaya, where you can make certain areas where, like a snowy area, you have to actually light logs or you'll start taking damage, or something where you'll have to go to a dark area to get certain new resources on Zaya, and it'll be dark, so you have to actually, rather than using a lighter on a torch or something, you have to light logs there. Try thinking this question over, but there's not really too much I can think of to make it useful. Maybe like a ice boss of some sort where you just kill it with logs, like fires under it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess if you're referring to like a unique use there, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
like I know in RS3 they have bonfires where it gives you like that HP boost, the temporary HP boost or whatever, and it's better the better log you have. I think bonfires in that sense would be fine as long as they're like half the XP, so they wouldn't be like an efficient method. But you could like AFK, maybe even like a quarter XP or something like that. Just like an AFK alternative to fire making, as well as it being like having bonfires have a use, and you can just still train it at 450k an hour doing magics or whatever, and that'd be the most efficient method.
I could be wrong, but I think in RS3 they actually give more XP, but it takes a lot more ticks
Yeah.
per log.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it'd have to be like you'd have to like modify the XP so it's not as fast as what's already in the game. Because AFK shouldn't be more faster.
To make it useful, I would take it out of the game.
Same.
And then you don't have to worry about it. There you go.
But you have to have it though. Like what else are you gonna do with the log besides fletch it? Like if you're free to play.
Drop it. You don't want to add to global warming.
Fire making is important though, because how are you going to cook your food?
There are infinitely burning grills.
Rogue's
at
Den. That's how you do it.
Rogue's
Oh,
Den, that
Rogue's Den
works.
free to play.
Oh,
Okay.
Lumbridge Castle. Those things burn forever.
Okay,
they're
hypothetically, what
stoves.
if the only way to cook food was on temporary fires that players made? That would make fire making useful.
So
No, everyone just
I
cook at the
mean,
GE.
it would just make logs useful. It wouldn't really make anything. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess it would give incentive to get 75 for longer fires to get magic logs. Maybe. I don't know.
Do the fires last longer?
I
The magic?
think
The
so.
better the log, the longer the fire lasts.
yeah, that's why people used regular logs when they did the tinderbox mining method, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like if you accidentally light it, the
Yeah.
fire won't last that long.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
even know that. Wow.
So if you were using magics, it would have fucked you over longer than had you been using regular logs.
Yeah, I was just using regular logs because I thought they were the cheapest, which I was wrong, but willows are.
Well, I don't know if sailing is a concept that they've totally shelved and won't go back to. But if they do bring that concept back, they could easily incorporate that fire making is required to do something. I don't know if there's going to be like some kind of PvP aspect with like, I don't know what exactly you'd incorporate with, or like maybe like with cannons or something. I don't know where you're lighting the fuse and fire making is required. I don't know, but they could also incorporate fire making into any like new content they have in the game. Like I don't know where. I'm kind of trying to think like where the Book of Char when that came out the quests like you had like light fires and I think the more fires you had lit with that little thing the more damage you could do to the boss. I think if they could do something like that with like a new PVM boss or I don't know, just anything where fire making is required to do some sort of new content. I don't know.
To give it more of a use, I don't know. Like, probably the best thing would probably be what Drag Queen and JJ suggested, make some kind of boss that incorporates fire making. But this, I don't know how relevant. I guess it's relevant to the fire making skill, but a method I would like to see of training fire making would be that thing in the Jadinko layer where you could like chop those curly logs or whatever,
Oh, yeah.
the curly roots. Then you can cook those for fire making XP. It wasn't as fast as like the most efficient way would be like magics or whatever, and it was free and it wasn't. I think it wasn't that AFK, but it was a lot less click intensive than regular fire making.
Does it make it more? Does it make it more useful?
No. I said I said that wasn't too relevant to the question, but it was
Yeah,
relevant to
okay.
fire making.
Okay.
I think they could make some kind of like mini game where like your fire making level, like the higher your fire making level, the easier the more successful you are at the mini game, and like I don't know what they could do for a mini game, like some kind of
I
don't know,
just
like-
realized. Sorry.
Burn down houses.
The Jadinko layer thing would be really OP for Iron Man, wouldn't it? Because they would just be able to use the magic logs they get from Zora and all that for fletching instead. And they
Yeah.
could just get free fire making XP, so
That's what people do on Earth 3 Iron Man, I believe.
probably.
yeah,
What about
the
the
Zora.
Gukashar with the daily or the miscellanea maple logs? Something like that, I don't know.
I think they do both. I don't know.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I'm not on Earth 3 Iron Man.
Podcast is brought to you by
The only way I could think of,
twitter.com/ShantaOSRS.
because I thought originally the fire making skill was intended for like used for cooking, but nobody needs fire making for cooking. So remove all permanent fires and remove all ranges in the game.
You could make
I don't
it so
think
like
that would
the
pass.
quality. Oh,
Of
sorry.
course it wouldn't pass, but that's the only way to make fire making needed. So like when
Yeah.
people need to train cooking, you have to think about you'd have to think about the aspect of you need to keep relighting your fire like every 5 inventories or so of cooking.
Yeah.
You could make it this is kind of extreme, but if you wanted to make it like a real survival game, like I don't know, every hour or so you had to warm up your character by a fire or something like that. I don't think that would pass either, but
I like the
way
idea
to do
that
it.
Drag Queen had of like if you're in like a snowy area, you get cold, so you have to like light a fire.
And like the higher quality of the fire, the less damage you take.
Maybe
Yeah.
Maybe you could.
because
People
like the
oh,
the
sorry.
desert, you have to have water skins. Why do you need nothing in snow?
true.
That's a good point.
Well, there's only like one area of the game that you actually get affected by the cold.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know.
There's a treasure quest.
We're still in
Yeah,
the
Oh,
fire
God
making,
the
Wars.
right?
God Wars area?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, God Wars. Yeah.
What if like, you know how people want like a rest option or the musicians or whatever? What if like for magic logs, only magic logs, like they're magical, right? So let's say if you light a magic log, you could like right click it and do like a little rest thing with it, and like the magic for the magic log, just put your energy up. I don't know, something like that.
Well, the
That might
idea of
be
resting is
good.
what puts your energy up.
No, I know, but like,
You have to do it by a fire, is what he's saying.
yeah, I'm saying like you
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
do it with a magic log, like
But why does that
magic
do
for
like?
the magic log, like put
It's
your
not like it
mana.
magically restores your energy.
Yeah,
you're
dude,
resting.
It does. I don't know, mate. Just take it.
Okay. At least makes it a little more useful.
It's
I was thinking like you could make it so like the higher level the fire, the more success rate you have for cooking. Like the less chance you have of burning.
Oh, that's
I know
true.
that's not really relevant anymore.
Everyone's 99 cooking.
Yeah, everyone's 99, but like all the noobs that aren't, I guess. Be like, anyone got a magic log?
New type of vault, 75 fire making all.
I think if that was the case, what people would start doing is like using alts to light the fires or something.
That's what you'd have to do.
They could like revive the what's it called minigame? The Shades of Morton minigame, where you
Oh, yeah.
light the pyre.
Oh, pyre
Pyre
logs.
logs?
Yeah, pyre logs are dead content.
They
right
could
now.
revive that in a way that like
Some
that gives
rewards.
more of a makes fire making more useful, I guess. Yeah, more rewards.
What if
Fire making outfit kappa.
what if you just get like slower fire making XP per hour, but you don't pay as much? If you do like a mini game, like Shades of Morton. Well,
Yeah.
then again, I guess you could just burn maple logs, but I don't know. You could figure something out with mini games.
Yeah.
They
Makes
could
room
have
for creative thinking.
a snow city where the only way to access it, like you take so much damage trying to run across the strip, the only way to actually access the city is to fire make the whole way over towards it. Then if they kept a bank on the other end and made it like 13 to 14 tiles on the way, so you have to keep back running and then fire make back, and then you can bank there and you keep doing it over and over. And the lore of it can be like the city's doors are going to freeze shut if players don't keep lighting fires. Something like that.
I like the idea of like a frozen city.
You miss a tick, you freeze to death.
Yep.
And you gotta restart account.
Yeah. All right, moving on. So a lot of people want the old graceful back. You see them hashtag make graceful again, great again, hashtag on Twitter. What do you guys think? Do you guys prefer the old graceful look or the current?
I don't even know what the old one looks like, but I'd probably just
Literally
stick
is
with
like
it.
Aram's. I think it was like the hunter. There's like a top and a bottom hunter outfit, and it was just recolored gray, and then it was the Aram's hood recolored gray.
I
That's
believe it was
just...
the rogue's outfit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, rogues. Yeah, that's what it was.
So it's just a bunch of recolored shit.
Yeah.
That's not making it great again, that's making it unoriginal again, so I'd like to stay how it is, I guess.
Yeah, I've never really, I never played back when Graceful was quote unquote great, so I don't really, doesn't fit my time period, so wouldn't get any nostalgia out of it, so I don't really care. I think I like the way it kind of looks. It has an original look to it. I like it.
The original Graceful made you look like the Michelin Man, and today's Graceful just looks kind of strange. They're putting all this like tribal designs on your clothing. I don't really like either of the designs. But the one look I did like is with the old Graceful. If all you had was the graceful legs and the kind of standard runecrafting outfit with like whatever helmet and then like black d'hide body. I like that look with the old graceful legs.
I never got to experience the old graceful. When was the old graceful around?
It was before I started,
Like
Sean,
this
so you
time
weren't
2
playing.
years ago.
2014. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know. I've seen pictures of the old graceful. It just kind of looks like the slave robes from like the Feud Quest or something. They don't look good. I like the hood because I guess it's just a recolored Aram's hood. But I like the new graceful. I don't understand the hate on the new graceful. The recolorings are whatever, but I like the original. I don't know if it's white, but whatever, the original white graceful. I
Kind
like
of a
it.
cream colored white.
Yeah,
the old one.
I like the new graceful. So I'm not one of those people that are against it.
Something old school feel.
Old school
Something
feel.
incomplete.
Something. Remove graceful because it came out after the original data mode school, so remove it.
Well, there was no graceful in the original 2007.
Exactly, remove it. Make graceful
RuneScape
non-existent
great
again.
Make RuneScape
Make
great
Graceful
again.
is again.
Remove, yeah,
Graceful
remove
is
graceful.
again.
Make agility profitable again.
Ha ha. Make agility viable.
How do you agility then?
Dorg.
That doesn't
Runners.
stop me.
Dorg heat. Yep, we're dorg heating.
No, they don't take away the course, just take away the marks, is what I'm saying. But yeah.
Nah, take away the cores.
Perhaps.
I wouldn't mind if they'd remove the course, honestly.
Oh, of course you wouldn't.
Of course you wouldn't.
Of
What is that
course!
supposed to
No,
mean?
of course.
Have your own personal agenda.
Funny. Memes.
I really hate how graceful is like the antiquated skilling outfit.
I know.
Okay, I've been wearing it for all my smithing.
Oh
I've
my.
been wearing it. I've worn it for all my rune crafting, or at least, yeah, for most of my rune crafting post max. I wear it on farm runs. I
Oh.
can't stand it. Like I don't like the. I really should wear it, but I don't like to, and I just wind up wearing it. I don't like the old look. I don't like the new look. I think it all looks terrible. Yeah, I think make graceful great again. It was just for the memes, but I don't know. I don't really find it very practical. I think it all looks like crap.
I liked the old one a little bit better at first, just because when the new one came out, I didn't like the color scheme at all. Thought it just kind of weird, the mix of colors that they used for it. But now that they have the recolors out, I kind of like the new set a lot more, because like the red one and the black and white one, they look really cool. So I'd say I like the new one better.
Have you guys seen anyone with like different colored pieces of the outfit?
Rainbow graceful, yeah, I've seen a few on
Together?
Twitter.
I
The-
haven't seen it yet.
The
Like
only
rainbow
graceful I've seen is like people have a whole set as one color. I've never seen people mix and match colors.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
So,
I guess I don't go to like GE often enough or whatever.
I've only seen it on Twitter.
I will say this: the white graceful actually does look a lot better than the one you get from when you have 100% all houses. That looks a lot better when
Oh, the
or
third
than
age?
the one that's
Yes.
default.
Poor man's third age.
Third age graceful.
It does
Well,
look
I
pretty
like I
good
like
though.
it better. If I had to have like one graceful, that would be it.
I actually think that graceful looks good.
Curious. What do you guys think of Agile in RS3? The design of it.
I like the design of it. I wish there was a full outfit. Well, I'm actually satisfied because there's only a top and bottom when you had like the boots, gloves, and capes, which were already like original items. There's no hat though. I don't think.
Is Agile the thing that looks like kind of like Firewatch or something?
Sort of, yeah.
It's
Colors, yeah.
the
I don't
gray
know what it
outfit
is.
you get from Agility.
It's from Barbarian and Gnome Advanced.
Yeah,
I
you
liked
did
it.
like you did like 150 laps at Gnome, and then you did like 150 laps at Barb to get it. I think it was
150. That's weak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
probably.
you
It's
get the whole
crazy.
outfit for that.
Well, you get a piece.
Yeah, you
Oh.
get the top. So you get like the legs at Gnome, and then I think you get the top at Barb. I think that's how it works.
Well,
I
on
could be
Easy
wrong.
Escape.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, back then agility was like considered like a really hard skill.
I think it was the hardest skill in the
Oh.
game, probably.
It was the only one that was pretty much wasn't AFK at that point.
Root crafting was an AFK at that point. This is like
Was
it was
it?
released in like
Oh.
2009.
So the bar had
Oh, really?
been set
Okay.
so low that agility was the last remaining skill.
Yep. All right, moving on though. So do you guys watch any RuneScape streamers / YouTubers? If so, which ones?
Not really with the streamers. Also Twitch tends to lag a lot for when I try to watch it. So as far as YouTube goes, he does I think mostly RS3 videos, but a guy called RS Will Miss It. I kind of like some of his
Oh
YouTube
yeah.
videos, but I don't watch too many. But that's about it.
I watch too many to count, really. For streamers, I mainly watch Automelogy, Randy, AJ whenever he gets around to it. And Bodhi, I guess sometimes, and Ice Poseidon whenever AJ links it to me. Videos, I keep up with that Spark Mac Live, whatever the hell, where you just the community channel thing, and then Chris Archie's, and I also watch Elkin's old school videos whenever he makes those, and I guess I also watch the podcast for both clans, if that counts.
I don't watch any RuneScape streams. As for YouTube videos, I watch, I guess I would say, almost everybody's YouTube videos from the high-level skilling community. I like to see what other people are up to. It gives me motivation.
For YouTube, like I guess Alkin's the only channel that I frequent. If someone in the high level community puts out a video and someone links it to me, I probably will watch it at some point. I don't really watch too many videos except for like random ass videos that just happen to be RuneScape related, with no real correlation. For streamers, I watch Cap King. I don't really have too many streamers I frequent. I sometimes just pop my head into like a Randalicious stream or Autumn or whoever the hell else is streaming. Um, yeah, I don't watch too many streams because it kind of makes me lag. And I'm like following a shit ton of people I don't even watch, so yeah.
Yeah, I watch. If you're in the high level skilling community YouTube channel, I'm subscribed to. I watch that, all those videos, and I watch a lot of. I keep up with like the old COD zombie community that I was a part of. I always keep up with their videos. Not too many these days, but I watch what I can. And in terms of, I also watch Alkin too, since I guess he's like part of the skilling community. I watch his videos. For streamers, I watch Aubrey, and I'm gonna start watching Cap King. I haven't seen his streams at all yet, but I'm gonna start watching him. And typically when Randy's streaming, it's really late at night, so I kind of avoid watching his streams because it kind of puts me to sleep. But I watch it sometimes if I'm in the mood.
Did Randy's stream put you to sleep?
Yeah.
That's mean.
I don't know, he talks really softly when he's streaming. And the quiet rap music in the background kind of puts me to sleep.
Resident sleeper.
He always streams so late at night for me. I'm like I'm not a night owl.
I don't watch any RuneScape YouTube series, but I watch some streams, I guess. I guess I'm pretty mainstream, so I do watch Ice Poseidon. I don't know. Maybe I have the immaturity or sense of humor of like a 13-year-old or something, but I enjoy his stream. There's other. I don't really watch any others in particular, like big name channels, but for some reason I enjoy watching like people PKing like in deep wilderness or something. For some reason, just like complete noobs like PKing. I don't know. That's my favorite. I don't like watching skilling streams. I just like watching people PK.
Yeah, I've been kind of getting into watching streams in YouTube a lot more lately. And I kind of like it again now. I used to not really enjoy watching streams at all.
Sometimes I'll like watch guides that were put on YouTube, like back in like 2006, like actually 2006, like 10 years ago, and they're like so cringy and so awful.
I remember watching like I think there was a guide. It was like a BIS stream crafting guide. And it was made in 2006, and this guy like took 30 seconds, like at least, to like bank.
I remember watching a gnat crafting guide, and the guy was just like spinning his cameras in circles, just like, dude,
Yeah.
what the fuck's your problem?
And he would like, he'd walk out of the bank and he'd like stand still and type like, "All right, let's get to the Zamrock mage now, guys."
It's more respectable that way.
And then he'd walk over there and get PK'd.
Yeah.
And then be like, "Oh, well, better luck next time. That won't happen to you guys, I promise, guys." But okay, moving on. Next question. If you could change / add / remove a single rule in old school RuneScape, what would you add, change, or remove?
Oh, can add a rule. I don't know. Make alts against the rules again. Can I add that? Yeah.
Lazy.
I'm lazy.
Hashtag
Make
make
alts-
alts illegal again.
Make alts illegal again. Get that trending.
Yeah, if I had to, is it if we had to both add and change a rule, or what?
No, one of the three: add, change, or remove.
Okay, I probably bring back. This might just be me as a non-alt user just saying, bring back the no alts rule. But I don't know. I guess that would be what I feel like it'd be a bit more interesting if that were in the game, but I don't really care too much that they're in the game. So.
3 things for me. The first would be, as already mentioned, I think it'd be interesting to see how it'd be if there were no more alts allowed. The next would be remove, or actually enforce the rule for no third-party clients. And though it's not a rule change, I would like a heavier or more enforcing, or heavier punishment, I mean, for luring and scamming. As far as I'm aware, those rules, if they are actually enforced, it's only like a mute. I would prefer like more of a zero tolerance on stuff like that. I really don't like that type of behavior, or if I think it's a ban is worthy for anyone that's very clearly scamming or luring or anything like that.
I don't know. Technically, if you go to your report option, I don't think RWT is actually there anymore. But
Really?
yeah,
Is real world trading not on the list?
yeah. Let's
Well, it's
see.
because you can't really report it. They just kind of find it on their own.
Yeah.
It's really like, how are you going to report someone for real world trading? How would you know?
Inside sources, I don't know.
Yeah,
Let's
if you like
see.
know, but like they don't know. I don't know.
How about this? I would like to remove the implied rule that if somebody who is not the owner of the account breaks a rule in the accounts, that the main account doesn't get banned, and then, yeah, just something along those lines. No particular reason. I know they're still being unethical and retarded and whatnot, but still, just a random rule I'd like to be changed.
I would like to add the rule of no ragging me in the wilderness, please. I think that should be a rule.
I think they should allow offensive account names. I think it'd be pretty
Allow
funny.
them.
Yeah. 'Cause I was looking at the report window, and one of them is where was it? Offensive account name. That should not be a rule. I think it'd be funny to see what people come up with.
Hey, convoy.
Bone Zone. Shout out to Hey Jace.
A lot of drug-related names will start popping up.
Yep.
Didn't
But,
they
like, on a
ban
serious
drug-related names recently?
Hashtag ban dab of iron.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really want what transferring between accounts being a rule, because that would just like make it so that donations are a lot more powerful. Because Altscape kind of like levels off the competitive nature of the whole GP thing. But like if you can only receive your money through donations, zero time wise, or merching, it would seem unfair.
Yeah.
It
I
would
agree.
make donations stronger if there were no alts allowed, but I don't know.
I think that would be unfair.
I want to change my answer. I want to remove the solicitation rule or whatever.
Solicitation.
Does anyone even break that rule?
I don't know, but I
What's
wanted to
what's the
remove it.
solicitation rule? Like, you can't.
Like, yeah, I don't get it.
Isn't soliciting like trying to sell something?
Maybe.
I'm guessing it's. Well, I don't know. Doesn't really
Is that
make
a,
sense.
is that a rule? I'm gonna look
Yeah.
at the report list.
Yeah, it's like it's 12, rule 12.
Yeah, solicitation. How is that against the rules? Like, so if you
That
say
seems out
like
of place.
if you say like selling something, selling like runescape or something, is that solicitation?
No. It means like
Reported.
a real life product.
Oh, like check
You're
out
like
my mixtape.
you're
or
like
something?
advertising a real life product or something. Yeah.
So you can't like go to the GE and say like check out my mixtape.
Wait, don't they have the?
Yeah.
Don't they have rules against advertising your websites and shit like that?
Yeah, that's website advertising. But like,
Oh.
I think you can't advertise a real life product or something like
Oh,
in game.
All
Use
right.
promo code VR at whatever.
I think like the real world laws rule is kind of out of place concerning like The only
As long as
reason it
the-
was added into the game is because of success, pretty
Yeah.
much. And like I don't see any other reasoning for having that rule in the game.
What he did against the law? Is that like assault?
He like headbutted some guy and
So
punched him
does
in
that
the
count
face
as
at
assault
RuneFest.
or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think it should have affected his RuneScape account just because he was at some place that wasn't even RuneFest in the first place, and there was no proof that it was actually him that did it. He just admitted to it.
Yeah. So like that's dumb. Like if you get committed of a crime in real life, like so say you're like rank 1 or something and you get busted for weed or something, do you get banned in game 2?
Yeah, like it wouldn't make sense at all. Like, and they I guess like theoretically they could ban you because that's against the rules.
You
RuneScape
broke a
rules.
real world law.
Like any rule is a RuneScape rule pretty much nowadays.
Can I
Any
also,
law is a RuneScape rule.
can I also remove
Okay, so that-
McAvoy as a rule?
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh.
say remove botting because I got some mad scripts.
Yeah, that would even the playing field. Make botting legal.
Only 6 hours a day of botting. More than that, you'll get banned.
Banned for speeding.
Just to add in for rules here, I would probably actually add also the specify that AHK would be allowed if used appropriately. Just make it really clear and allow it.
Yeah, that would be like changing the Macaron rule in a way.
I'm tired of the gray area they have with AHK.
Well, I think we've already figured out, like we've kind of realized over the past week that there's a reason why they have the gray area now, because there's ways you can get around stuff.
Wow.
Not gonna give any examples, but
Some guy with some pretty insane scripts.
yo.
Yeah, we're talking about you, Crescendo. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I meant Dap. I mean, so how about that macroing rule?
All right.
Remove it.
Okay. Moving on. If you could devalue a skill, which would it be?
Agility.
Ah!
Yeah, I would make Dorg like 1.5 times XP just so Brad would like convulge.
I'd say farming. I see it not really much as a skill, just a daily pretty much.
Devalue any skill, huh? I want to devalue hit points. You have to spend way too much time on it.
That's like 5k hours, man.
Which skill would I devalue? Probably farming too. I hate farming.
How can you devalue it? It's, like, it's so
Wow.
useless already. Like,
Well, the thing is, it's just a glorified daily.
but what's your like? How would you? Okay, how would you go about devaluing it?
Make a way of training farming that is so fast that it would be faster than what farming is right now.
Like,
Like-
2 mil
you
an
could-
hour.
Like you could actually grind farming for maybe a mil an hour.
That wouldn't be as good though.
That's not devaluing.
Isn't farming like 850k an hour?
It's like 1.5 mil.
Yeah, but what if it was free?
Still,
The farming,
all turn the game, man.
like I don't know. I like grinding skills, and I don't like dailies.
Do you do
So-
farm runs?
No.
You're missing out.
Oh.
I just don't like dailies, and I don't like farming. So I would devalue farming. I hate farming.
I guess I would just devalue cooking because there'd be like the least amount of hours devalued of a skill, and I don't really want to devalue a skill personally.
Yeah, you do. You say it every day that you
What-
want things to be devalued.
No, I swear I don't. Don't tell me.
Okay.
I
What,
would
JJ?
probably,
I want RuneCraft to be 150k. Shh. NAFK.
I personally don't want any of the skills that I'm doing devalued. I don't think anyone does, but
But would you want other people's skills to be devalued?
Yeah, I wouldn't want that either, so I don't know how to
Okay.
answer this question. I guess I don't know. It's just
That's
like
alright.
Slayer, I guess. I don't know.
Ooh, Slayer.
I really can't. I don't really care too much about Slayer. I guess it's okay. But, whatever.
Yeah, it's going to be devalued anyway, so it's a
Yeah,
pretty
probably. Yeah,
conservative
that's true.
approach to that question. I don't know, like rune crafting, I feel like it's just going to be devalued over time from like quality of life, small quality of life updates. So I could say that because it'll happen anyway.
Runecrafting cape teleports you to the middle of the abyss.
But yeah,
Able
fuck it,
to
just add in
RC
rune
noted
spam.
as.
What?
How fast do you think, if that cape perk was actually a thing, how fast would it make abyss nats?
What Cape perk?
On the Q&A, they said like, what if the runecrafting cape perk teleported you to the middle of the abyss?
Oh, what?
Wait, when you talk to the mage, or
No. Yeah, when you teleport with the Zami mage, you avoid the obstacles.
Holy
that would
shit.
still be pretty overpowered, yeah.
That
yeah,
is so
it's incredibly overpowered.
bad.
I was thinking at first like you would just telly straight off after
No,
banking.
like you telly
Panic
with the
by
Zami
Astrals.
mage, and you don't have to do the mining or the agility obstacle.
Yeah.
Remember when they asked that
purpose.
question?
It kind of defeats the purpose of the abyss because the
When-
entire point is to bypass obstacles. That's why you have the requirements having 50 in a skill and whatnot. And it's
Remember when
high.
that was the same question. That was the same Q&A. Yeah, on that question, Mod Archie was like, who's runecrafting if they've already gotten the cage?
That was the Q&A where he
and
said
like
who runecrafts after 99.
yeah, when they asked that question, like as he was asking it, like Mod Ash was just in the background just laughing his ass off, like at how stupid that idea was. You'd get like what 35k an hour?
40.
Probably
Probably.
40, yeah, at least. Probably
It'd be
higher.
really
shit.
quick. Do it in
Astral did go
PvP
up
world,
because
too.
of. Oh, it'll make souls faster as well.
I think this does count as devaluing it. I think I want to change my answer to Slayer. I would really like if they did Razor's suggestion with the portal is an instant Slayer or whatever.
I have to agree with that.
Yeah,
That counts as devaluing it in my opinion, so and I
yeah,
think
you
that'd
want
be
that
pretty
for
good.
sure. I want to be able to not have to deal with crashers, people
Like,
doing Slayer.
I would
I don't
never
like
be
being
able to slay.
crashed, and I don't want to crash other people either.
Yeah, whenever I slayed, my biggest problem was I would never crash anybody. I maybe crashed one or two people in like the 22 or 22 mil Slayer XP I had.
But crashing is part of player interaction.
I don't know.
Yeah, man.
I always felt bad, even though I know
Me too.
like they could just
Yeah,
hop
I
and
never
like get away real
crashed.
quick.
Same.
It
I
wouldn't-
feel sorry for the people I crash.
You wouldn't have a voice. You wouldn't have a use for voice in-game voice chat if there wasn't such thing as crashing.
I'd still want to do screamers next to Link Science, so I don't know.
I actually would like want to have crafting devalued by like a click-intensive method.
Did crafting?
Yeah, did I
Yeah,
say
they should
crafting?
change the toggleable.
I think so.
Yeah, yeah,
Change
crafting.
the-
Okay,
Yeah.
how about you can manually make battle staves?
Yeah, the way you made
Whoa, like-
venoms or something.
Oh,
That would be
That'd
awesome.
insane.
It'd be alright, but cap it at like 1 per tick. I don't know.
I think like it'd be better to have that kind of mechanic with something else that's not as much XP as a battle staff.
One ticking air battle staves.
Like maybe like I don't know, some kind of glass blowing thing. Like you could glass blow without any delay.
Then you do agility with
ticks
that.
how many ticks per glass blow? Do you know?
4.
4?
All right, moving on. If you lost your accounts,
Oh, boy.
shout out to a viewer, what would you do? Make more, or would you quit?
I would definitely just make more and keep going. I wouldn't quit. There's a few. I learned a lot, playing through on this account, so I think it'd be kind of fun to go through everything again. I wouldn't really mind.
Well, if
Say
I
that
lost
now.
JJ, sorry.
Oh, it's your turn.
If I lost JJ Dynamite, I'd probably just like make an Ironman or some shit like that. I don't know.
if I lost my account, does this mean like you get banned?
Or
Can't log
how
You
into
will
it
never be able to
anymore.
access that account again.
Oh, I'm gone. Yeah, I'm not starting over.
Wow,
I'm-
Sean.
I'm
Drop the
I'm in too deep to start over, so I would just go play other video games.
You haven't even been playing for a year.
Yeah, but I don't know. I cycle through games. So like I couldn't start over. I know I've only been playing for like not that long, but I don't know. Like I wouldn't want to do everything all over again. It just wouldn't feel as special.
I don't think I would enjoy having to do everything again. Like go through achieve the same ranks over like twice over. I think if I lost my account and weren't able to like access it again, I would just probably take advantage of that and like put more time into like real life related stuff and like probably like take on like more casual hobbies rather than start a new account. And if I did start a new account, it would probably just be an Ironman. That'd be giving me my best chance of being competitive again.
I think I'd make an Ironman, and I'd do nothing but Slay on it. Because I think Slayer on an Ironman is one of the most fun things in RuneScape.
Y'all say this now, but when it actually happens, none of you are gonna do anything. It's so demotivating. You're never gonna want to restart. You'll never find the motivation. Actually, I'll never say never,
Good.
but it's gonna be extremely difficult to say the least. And I don't know. It's really intimidating knowing you have to do everything you've already done over again.
Oh, you might be able to do it better than last time.
Maybe. That's one
I
thing.
don't-
One way to look at it. Just so. Yeah.
I don't think I would copy the same things that I did before. I'd try to do different things, and I don't know. I guess just definitely just try to have fun on the account. Maybe not even compete.
I mean, like, I'm already kind of disappointed I didn't start like earlier than I did, and that I'm kind of already far behind in competition. I would feel even worse if I had to start now. 3 years, almost, like, yeah, a little bit over 3 years into the beginning. I don't know, that'd just be too far for me. I would definitely try to be competitive in some other aspect, some other video game, I guess. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting this, but yeah, I'd probably play League with some of my real life friends because they're competitive on it. And get into that.
I think RuneScape's like too fun to just put down, even if you lose your account. I don't know.
That might be true, yeah.
I really enjoy playing RuneScape.
But
So I'd
I
probably
was
continue playing.
like, I quit for over a year and a half, so I guess I was like able to kind of quit it. I just came back to it because I like thought maxing would be kind of cool to do on old school.
I mean, there's no doubt I would be demotivated if I lost my account. I'd still like find a way back onto the game.
Yeah. All right, next question, kind of a little bit similar, but if you made your account today, would you play as a main or would you play as an Ironman?
Oh, Iron Man, because if you start now, you're already 3 years and what, 3 months? 3 years, 2 months late? That's way too far. Like, yeah.
Yep.
If I started now, I would be an Iron Man because Iron Man has only been out for a year and a half, maybe more. Yeah, I think
Slightly
Iron Man
more.
is okay. Yeah, so Iron Man has been out for a year and a half. If you were a main, you would be 3 years behind. So I would be an Iron Man for sure because you're just if you want to compete and you're a main starting now, you're just way too far behind to get anywhere significant.
I would do Iron Man for sure. When I first started my account, a lot of the stuff that I did was kind of solo or similar to Iron Man just because I didn't want to interact with the community that much, and without the GE, it sucked trying to get items and everything. So a lot of my quests, I actually did gathering and everything just by myself, just because didn't feel like going to Varrock and looking around for anyone selling obscure items. The only reason I didn't do it is I believe it came out in October 2014. So by then I already had like a year and a half of progress on my account, so I didn't really want to lose all that. So yeah, that's the only reason why I didn't do Ironman, but if I had to start today, I would definitely probably prefer it.
I don't know. Viewer V7 coming at you, going for rank 10, whatever EHP. Easy. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go for the Ironman, but I'm gonna go for rank or top 10 EHP main account with my Ironman. I'm gonna
There
compete
you
with
go.
the main accounts with my Ironman.
Yeah, I think I'd have to do Iron Man. I think I'd enjoy the game more that way. Doing quests might give you more satisfaction, because usually I don't really like quests, but having to get all the items and then complete them probably a better feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd play Iron Man because I haven't done it before, and it'd be kind of like more new and exciting to try to like figure out like the meta for like a new sort of game mode rather than just play the same game mode that I already know. Wouldn't really be learning much out of it because I already know the early game pretty much. Iron Man would make things a little more interesting, spice it up a bit.
Before I answer this question, was the last question the all accounts lost or just your main?
It says accounts, so I'm guessing
Yeah,
it's all
okay.
accounts.
I was basing the answer on if I lost all my accounts, because if I lost just my main, I'd play free to play. But if I were to start today, I'd probably play Iron Man, probably an Ultimate Iron Man. I really like that concept where you can't use your bank. I think it makes things really interesting. And it also like you don't have to like worry about like, oh, I have to play an alt or main efficient or some shit like that. You just play your main and just go straight off that. I was back like pre EOC. I read a lot of forums and stuff, and there's this one guy. His name was Metal Maniac 9. I don't know if you guys have heard of him, but he pretty much did like Iron Man stuff before there was actually a game man mode or a game mode for it. He didn't like have a complete account that was totally no trading, but he limited himself to like not trade for like 99 smithing, 99 fletching, all these really cool achievements, and he like had some really cool stuff. I was really inspired by that, so I'd probably go with that. Had I just started playing today, or how like if I just picked the game back up today. Yeah.
All right. Next question. What are your top 3 favorite skills? And then what are your top 3 least favorite skills? For me, I would say crafting and like the two like since I think that all gathering skills like okay, so I don't dislike any skill. Like I don't even dislike crafting, but I'm just gonna pick skills that in my opinion are the most broken. I'm gonna say crafting, and then like the two most broken gatherers in my opinion are like mining and woodcutting. I'd say crafting is sort of broken because the best train method is is AFK. And I think that the best train method should be something that's click intensive, since that's what it is for most skills. And I think woodcutting is the most broken gatherer because the mechanic that assumes that you attack every 2 ticks doesn't really make much sense. And for you to be able to tick abuse with it is kind of broken in my opinion. And mining because it has the most, it's affected the most by tick abuse. I know that fishing and hunter both have tick abuse methods to them, but doesn't have nearly as much of an effect as it does for mining. So I don't really dislike any skill. I'm just gonna pick the 3 most broken ones in my opinion. But my 3 favorite skills would be Slayer, runecrafting, and thieving. Slayer because I like killing shit, and runecrafting and thieving just because I like, I don't know, like running from place to place. I like that. And also like between those 3 skills, it has like the perfect balance of like intensity and like having enough time to be able to like click on the side of your client and like do other stuff. Sort of multitask, I guess, has the perfect balance and like gives you enough time to be able to do it reasonably without missing any ticks, unlike skills like mining, where it's a little more difficult to do.
Yeah, so favorite skills. My favorite's probably runecrafting, and then I kind of look at all skills equally after that. But if I had to like pick what would be in like my rotation of favorites, I'd probably say like mining, and then maybe like thieving, maybe. Least favorite, I don't really have any least favorite skills. I have some skills I'm not like too particularly crazy about or fond of. I guess I'd say Slayer. Um, I don't like cooking because I think it's kind of antiquated that people just do that all the time. And there's really not too much diversity, even though you can't like three tick and one tick. And then crafting also because for the same reason, but even to a more extreme circumstance where you just AFK battle stabs. So I'd probably pick those as like a least favorite, though I don't really have any skill I hate or anything like that.
I think my three favorite skills were probably I like fishing a lot, mining, prayer. I really just like the high intensity and like, uh, I guess not so much for prayer, but like there's a big skill gap. You have to actually be kind of decent to get decent rates at it. I guess fishing not so much anymore, but like when cutting and stuff was the meta. Least favorite method or skills. I've never really liked fire making. Don't know why. Just never liked it. Neither construction. Construction actually is my least favorite skill. Like crafting, I just find crafting really boring and expensive, so I don't like it.
I'd say my favorite skill is definitely runecraft. I really enjoy it. I switch up my methods. I like doing various different ways. Um, Second favorite would be agility. I used to like the Abatol course a lot. That was kind of fun, hopping around as a monkey before the rooftops came out. But I also still like Artie because it's a really relaxed skill to do. Um, I guess my third would be Slayer, which, if you had asked me a couple months back, would have been my least favorite because I had saved it. It's the last thing to do before Max. I just really didn't like the competition of it. Um, but I really like the skill. It's just, as we had mentioned before, with all the crashing and stuff, either you get crashed and then I'd feel too bad if I have to crash others. So that's the only part that I don't like about Slayer. Otherwise, I put in my top three. Um, Least favorite would probably be farming. I just don't like doing my daily for that. Uh, After that, kind of like all the skills, so probably fletching and magic just because they're kind of seen as like 0 time skills, I guess. So yeah, I guess those would be my least favorite.
I really like rune crafting. I think everyone's already said that, but yeah, I guess it's just something we all like. I like Hunter. I never did too much XP at Black Chins. I did 99 at the original spot for Red Chins, and I found that fun, even though it was really slow XP. I also really like just the old-fashioned quarry method to granite 2 sandstone with no tick abuse. I feel like I could do that for long periods of time and enjoy it. For the 3 that I don't like, I really don't like just plain agility. I don't know, I just find it too boring. I don't like woodcutting either, and fletching, I don't know, I'm kind of neutral about that. Like, I know it's 0 time, but I don't really want to train it. I often make little goals like, well, maybe not little, but I'll all of a sudden state like, all right, my goal now is 50 mil fletching by the time I finish fishing, and then I quit like before I even get 1 mil more XP. So I guess I don't like fletching all that much.
Favorite agility, probably why I'm doing it right now. Second would be Hunter. I'll probably do Hunter next. And third would be fishing. Yeah, probably fishing. The ones I hate. Farming is by far number one. I don't like dailies. Well, it combines a daily and a buyable, so 2 things I don't like. Um, Second is Slayer. I don't like Slayer. because I don't like fighting for spots. I like player interaction, but I just don't like arguing with people, and I don't have the heart to crash people, so for that reason I don't like Slayer. If there were Slayer spots open, it wouldn't be my least favorite, but Slayer is my least favorite. And last is probably like Con. I just the general premise of construction is stupid. Building and removing a table.
All right, moving on. Who do you guys think in Solace capable of getting tournament all?
Dark.
Dark Estra.
He was smiling, right?
Yep.
Or does he know?
Oh, actually, he's one banana now.
Okay.
He's going far.
What makes you say that, though?
French.
French?
He's French?
Yep.
So the reason he's gonna get Tournament Bilal is because he's French.
I don't see
Yeah,
why
there needs
not.
to be one. There needs to be one French player.
Yeah.
He's the one.
Probably already rank 1 French.
No, he's not.
Who is then?
We.
Oh. Well, we's going to be rank 2.
I'm gonna go with it's Logan.
Oh.
Definitely.
Okay. Not gonna. No memes, no troll. I'm gonna say either Ray or Luvada. I think Ray probably. Ray's most likely because he's like got good direction, I guess. He knows what his future is going to be and he has it like planned out. Like for some people
What
they
are you
don't
talking about?
I don't know. I thought that you like know what you're doing with school and everything, so you'd have like a lot of time. Like your future is like planned out, kind of. So you know like that you'll have like free time or whatever for a few years, so you could get 200 Malal. I don't know. And
Who?
Ray,
Oh, okay.
because I don't know, or maybe Beleg because he's still in school or something. Maybe he has free time to get 200 Malal.
We'll see.
Not really too sure, but I was thinking maybe. I'm not sure if you are going to go for 200 mil, but I thought maybe AJ or Luvata as well. Just from like consistency and yeah, it's the best guess.
As long as I'm still addicted, I'll keep playing.
Yeah, I'd say AJ. Because I think he's one of the better one of the best players in Solace, and I think he's also geared toward tournament. He's not like limiting himself like some other players where they don't use ults or anything like that. You know, he seems pretty serious about it, and he's also going pretty hard with the skills he's doing. That's probably it. I don't want to count anyone out, but like 200 mol seems pretty extensive, so yeah, kind of hard to say.
Am I next? I'll make sure.
Yeah.
You are.
All right. I'm gonna go with Frozen Day, dude. He's the next Suomi. He's doing that hunter
yeah.
right now,
Forgot about
and
him.
after that, he's going to woodcutting. He's gonna do two-tick and plans on going in on it.
The Finnish god. How
like-
could we
Yeah.
forget?
He's like, I think he's finishing high school or something like that right now. Then he's going to uni next year. He's already like 3 point something kind of EHP. He's kind of like Vestal in the fact that he likes doing things intensively. Like, I mean, the dude was RCing while doing tick manipulating mine or whatever the hell that skill is, hunter. I don't know why, but he's doing that for earlier today. After that,
Who, Vesseled?
no, the one guy that just said Frozen Day.
Oh,
Finnish
Frozen
guy.
Day.
Then I want to say AJ just cause sort of what Sean said about Ray, but Except for with AJ, he pretty much has like the next couple years planned out, assuming that his parents allow him to do what he wants to do and do like part-time school, which allows him to have a lot of free time. Pretty much similar to free time as like trance or something like that. I don't know. And you can get a lot done when you have that much free time. Uluvada, he's still in high school, I think, right, Ray?
Yep.
So yeah, he's still in high school. He's like 5K EHP. He's really smart. Last time I heard about it, or yeah, I'm pretty sure he has
Yeah,
like
he
AP
is.
classes and whatnot.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing. I'm pretty sure he started playing an alt recently. He's good. After that, I'm going to go with myself. I think I'm going to build up the courage to make a new account, and I'll be there within 2 years.
Honorable mention to Dave No Life.
Yep.
What, long-term competition?
Yeah.
Forehead?
I would have said you, Sean, but you don't do farm runs, you scrub.
Don't worry. Okay, if we like look into the future, like 2.5 years or something, and I'm 200 mil all except for farming, and I'm doing farm runs. Yeah, then you can make fun of me.
Oh, one more person. I'm rooting on Mini Finbar coming back. He's gonna come back, and he started doing 160 weeks. I mean, he's doing like 120s or something like that in RS3 right now. So once
I think it'll come back to old school eventually.
Yeah, I think so too.
yeah, then he's got the bank to do the buyables, and he's got the AFK methods for the slow skill. So one
Yeah.
day.
Did I give a serious answer to that question?
No, you
No.
trolled and said Logan.
Okay. I'll give my serious answer then. Okay, I was gonna say Ray, and because he's still sort of young, and I think he'll have enough free time in university to play consistently, and Sean because he's maintaining like 100+ hour weeks with school and work, and he's got the mindset for it. Like
Excellent
the
farmer.
competitive, like consistent mindset for it, I guess. He doesn't really limit himself too much.
I limit myself depending on my laziness level.
Makes good use of his time, and I don't know if I want to say Belek because I don't know if he's gonna stop after Bibles or not because he does like a lot of fast XP, but I don't know if he's like planning on like max like he has that low combat. I don't know if he's gonna keep that or not.
Man,
He
he's
doesn't
like
do he doesn't do
70
farm
mil
runs either.
agility.
I think Beleg should max.
I think he's got the potential to do it.
I think he really dislikes certain skills.
Yeah.
No, man, I'm going for Oi. Oi's going in.
Oh, oi!
Boys is also really consistent. I mean, he
Ooh.
played a lot in the summer. He's now kind of playing at a normal pace.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say G
Consistently?
as well. G's going in. I don't even care.
Yeah, he's doing Runecraft and Slayer, two of the slowest skills.
Yeah, the thing about G, he's gonna play forever, but he's not gonna get to him at all. He doesn't have the free time. I'm not
Wait.
being mean. He doesn't have the free time, but he's gonna play forever.
Okay, but when you think of 200 Bilal, you have to think of the players who are like immune to burnout. Like they will never quit this game.
I don't think
I've
G can
never
quit.
seen G quit. Like I've known him for like ever since Solace became a thing, which is a little over 2 years now. I'm pretty sure he hasn't quit yet.
He's never been burnt out.
Maybe a little bit
Alright.
of PVM or Corp or something like that, but never burnt.
So it's
Yeah.
confirmed G is 200 Bilal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe
No,
it'll take
rank
like
one.
8 years, but G will be 200 Bilal.
Yeah, I kind of want to. Yeah, I'll say Frozen Day as well because I didn't actually mention him, and he's definitely got the
He's really motivated.
he's got the right juices flowing for it.
Juices.
He's really, really motivated, and he's willing to do like crazy shit like Razor or whatever.
Yeah, like the Finnish Razor. There you go. Okay. All right. Next question. Who is an underrated player in your opinion, and who is an overrated player in your opinion?
Ooh.
We talked about Lovato a lot in the last question. I think he's pretty underrated despite the fact that we gave him a lot of love the last question. Yeah, I'd probably say him. He doesn't really get respect he deserves. As far as overrated, I don't know if anyone's just really getting a ton of respect that doesn't really deserve it. I don't know. I guess I could just like trigger Brad and say he's overrated, you know.
I honestly don't know. I'm really trying to think right now. Overrated, underrated. I can't even say Cap King anymore because like Hexus and just the Twitter
Cap King?
community and everything. Like he's pretty much Cap King is overrated. Actually, no, he's not overrated, but he's
Yeah, he
acknowledged
is.
now. No, he's not overrated, but he's acknowledged now. Before he was underrated, but now he's actually getting acknowledged as a skiller and whatnot. Overrated though, this is a struggle. Let's think. I want to say just anybody in like the top 10. Except for the Burt ones.
Anyone in the top 10, they're all overrated.
Yeah, every single one of them. Except for the Burt ones.
Yeah, Linkstein's overrated.
Probably.
Yeah, it's all hype.
Benz is underrated in my opinion. He's going to be rank 1 and no one believes me. I think Sean believes me.
You took
but
my answer. I think that Sens is underrated.
I don't know, mate.
He'll be the first to tune them all.
Rumor
And,
has it he AFK's fish. Just saying.
That's fine. As for overrated player, Vestfold, he's really bad at the game. He never adjusted to my fishing method when I invented it. When it was like 5k an hour faster than his. I don't know. He's just not very good.
I don't know who's overrated. Like, I can't think of a player who gets like more praise than they deserve for their achievements. This is really hard. Underrated Runes. He worked hard for his 200 mil RC.
He did.
Good answer.
Not
There we
gonna
go.
lie. It's still a lot of hours.
Runes is underrated. People don't appreciate what he did.
I think
I actually agree.
for underrated, I'm gonna say Sean Bay is pretty under the radar for most people. Seeing as he is able to basically play while he's at work or at school, he's gonna be up there pretty quickly, and people are gonna start to realize that he's good. And for overrated, I'm gonna say trance music because he does bank stand fletching
Oh,
Damn.
Ooh.
and a few other lazy methods.
For underrated, I'll say fellow Solace member Santeri. He seems like
Ooh.
he's
yeah.
a pretty
yeah.
good,
No one
consistent
ever
player,
mentions
but
him.
he's
I
really
forgot
quiet and stuff.
Santeri.
So yeah, I think he's pretty underrated then.
You could put Johnson in there as well. He's
He's
pretty
so
much the same player.
quiet. Like I always
Yeah.
forget.
They both finish and they both do the same skills pretty much.
I'm not really sure for overrated, and I'd rather not put anyone like on blast by calling them overrated, so I'll skip that.
Oh, I thought of some other underrated ones, by the way. I think that Volini is extremely underrated. He does a lot of slow skills gatherers, and he's like 102 mil farming XP, like 90 mil
Does he play?
magic. Yeah, he plays like 20, 30 hours a week consistently.
Oh, so he's still playing, okay.
He might not be as underrated, but I feel like Acid Soul doesn't get really much attention. The dude's got 200 mil mining, 200 mil agility, and like 160 something mil fishing.
He was my first idea for overrated for a second.
Yeah,
there.
people don't really talk about him anymore. And then
They
like,
don't.
For
okay,
a bit,
oh,
he was.
okay.
They don't
Also-
talk enough for Tune him at all because he hasn't done any fast skill yet. So people kind of think he's going to be down there forever.
yeah, and then like, maybe I'm just blind and I don't see anything about this guy. I mean, I guess like in the TS and like everybody in like the high level community knows about him, but like I feel like when a noob just looks at the high scores, they don't think this guy. They don't like think about Razor. Like he is an insane. Like he goes all in with like extreme efficiency things. Like the dude doesn't even do daily battle stats. I hear because he values his GP at more than 90 mil an hour or something like that. Like he doesn't want to waste 5 ticks to make a couple 100k because he values the 5 ticks more than like 200k.
Just sleep 5 seconds less.
I know.
I don't get it. Like, why do you value your time
That's
that
5
much?
seconds less of sleep, though. You're not as sharp.
Just add more hours to the clock. I don't know, dude.
Freeze time, dude.
Also, okay, here's another one. Hey Jace, I think he's actually overrated. Like, I remember you guys in your stupid, okay, not stupid, but your Investworld's little podcast thing, you guys didn't mention Hey Jace for like 200 long or something like that. The dude's got like almost all the Bibles, he's got a lot of money, he's got the alt going for him. He's got pretty much the slowest skill over halfway done, which is Slayer. He has a lot of motivation. He's never burnt out. He's been consistent from the day one of old school. He has done a lot of PVM back then, but he's extremely consistent. I don't think he's ever burnt out.
Well, we couldn't mention him
Who?
because it was like we were talking about
Jace.
Solace members only.
No, this
Is
isn't
that-
Solace numbers only.
This is everybody.
This is everybody.
Oh, for everybody? Yeah, he's in contention.
Who were you talking about?
Hey Jace, I feel like nobody mentions him.
Who's that?
Exactly.
He's gonna keep playing forever, I think. He's a contender.
So you were arguing that Hey Jace was underrated?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm pretty sure in Vestfold and JJ's little 200 law, whatever
Yeah, we
the
didn't
hell,
mention him once.
nobody even like said anything about him.
You never even mentioned him?
Like,
I don't think he was. I don't think his name was even like mentioned throughout the whole video.
yeah, like, who's gonna be next, or who's gonna be capable on 200 law, and then like they do Sens and like Razor, everybody around him except for Hey Jace was mentioned.
I mean, he
Wow.
Everybody.
was former rank 1 overall, and then he's like rank 4 EHP. How can you
Yeah.
not mention him?
Like, the dude's probably averaged like 70, 75 hour weeks for past 2.5 years, something like that.
Yeah, and a frequent Ice Poseidon viewer.
He's gonna sub to Ice Poseidon soon. That's like years of entertainment.
Oh
Ice,
man, what?
Ice goes
the-
full time, we're done. Hey Jace rank 1.
If Hey
Who's lanes?
Jace joins the Purple Army, his fate is sealed. He is getting rank 1.
Purple Army will ragling stand and won't let him get rank 1.
You see, like he's trying to do Slayer or something, and a bunch of people come and rag him. And they
Every
spam
single
Purple
world
Army.
of Blood Velds, there's someone in the purple shit just killing the Blood Velds. You can't do Slayer at all.
Was it in-game voice chat?
Yeah, they all just like spam the Ice Poseidon memes. KFC manager. Anyways, I'm
Alright.
done.
All right, moving on. What is your guys' favorite genre of music? For me, it's pretty much any hard dance, hard style. That's just my favorite. It's been my favorite for a long time.
For me, it's disco.
You
Disco?
dance, Ray?
Yeah.
Is it like
you
the
put on-
groovy
do you-
kind of disco?
Do you put on
Oh,
the
yeah.
flared trousers and you do like the splits?
Yeah. Why I play. No, honestly, I don't even know like the names of the genres that I listen to. So we listen to well, we share music with each other a lot. I like chill trap, I guess it's called. Some trance.
Volume 3?
Say again.
Volume 3?
Oh yeah, volume 3. What else? What else? I like a pretty wide variety. I listen to a little bit of rap. I like a lot of, well, not a lot, but some 70s, 80s. I guess I do listen to almost everything. I respect every genre, I should say.
Favorite genre. Instrumental hip hop. I like the beats, main. Listen to the beats. Run around the agility course.
Oh,
Shout
I
out
also
to
like
G.
to. Oh, sorry, finish.
Oh man, shout out to G because he's the only person in Solace that I can talk about hip hop with. So
Hey man, don't count me out. I listen to I listen to a lot of trance. Like I listen to Armin van Buuren and like late '90s, early 2000s stuff. I also
Armin
listen
van
to a lot
Buuren.
of rap hip hop, anywhere between like '90s, 2000s, nowadays stuff like MF Doom, Hobson, Tupac, etc., etc. I listen to some jazz as well. I really like Bad Bad Not Good. I'd recommend them to anyone that's grown up on hip hop and stuff like that. I also like, John Coltrane, Charlie Parker, etc., etc. I listen to a wide variety of music, and I listen to a lot of electronic dance, just general, I guess. I don't know. Don't really have too many preferences when it comes to that. So, yeah.
I'll listen to trance and chill stuff with female vocals, usually. That's about it.
I like rock any decade. I like some punk rock, some grunge. As far as like electronic music goes, like I guess I like some trap music, and then I like a lot of violin or piano covers. Those are always pretty good.
Yeah, I guess if I had to mention that, I'm like reasonably open to most genres. So I'm not. I can listen to most stuff if like people are like we have the Solace dub track and like people play different genres and I don't mind listening to that. But like if it's like on my own time, yeah, I only listen to hardstyle. But all right, last question. What is your guys' favorite cartoon? For me,
We
I've forgotten a lot. Okay, come back to me. Come back to me.
Oh, this is so easy.
We-
I mean, I haven't watched cartoons since, I don't know, maybe like 5 years or so. But favorite cartoon when I was younger was Ed and Eddie on Cartoon Network. That was my favorite TV show. I've seen like every episode of it, and I still watch like the reruns.
Currently, I'll have to say my favorite is Rick and Morty. That show's hilarious. I like also a lot of the Simpsons, Futurama, some of those comedies, Family Guy. Yeah, that's about it.
I like to watch Tom and Jerry as a kid. I don't really watch any cartoons now, so I don't really have too much exposure to cartoons or anything like that. But aside from like Tom and Jerry, when I watched when I was a kid.
I'd have to say Futurama. I've watched every episode at least 5 times. There used to be a time while I was maxing where every month I made a goal to watch every episode of Futurama. Just go through it all in order. So I did that for quite a few times. I don't even know how many times I actually watched it. It was probably 5 or 6 times I've seen it all.
I really liked Avatar: The Last Airbender and Pokemon. Pretty much it. I guess I like SpongeBob as well. Like Fairly Odd
Oh
Parents.
fuck!
You're gonna say SpongeBob?
I was gonna say SpongeBob, the fucking legendary cartoon. The meme cartoon.
Actually, I really liked Fairly Odd Parents. Now that I think about it,
Fairly Odd Parents was good.
it has to be something else.
Ooh,
Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy
I used to
Neutron.
like
Oh
too,
fuck!
but-
I was just thinking of that.
What else was good?
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh,
No,
I
that
don't
was
like
just
that.
creepy.
I
It
was
just
afraid of that.
creepy.
Oh yeah. Oh,
And Courage.
that scared me too, dude. Like I don't know. I did not
I think
watch it.
I was too
There
young
was-
for it, but
There's. Wait, sorry. Go on.
That show was scary, dude. I don't care. I don't care if you're 20 or you're 6. That show is scary.
Ed and Eddie is scary, Sean.
No, Ed and Eddie is funny.
Their
It's
skin
like,
is like quivering while they're standing there, and it looks creepy.
why is it scary? Because they eat jawbreakers.
I don't know. Okay,
Not scary.
their skin is always just jiggling.
Yeah, it's funny. It's
They're
like the
not
art
human,
style.
Sean. They're not human.
Yeah, they are. Well, I mean, they're
Scares
not
me.
because it's a cartoon.
Did you guys watch
No.
YTV?
The hell is that?
No.
Is that like a Canadian thing?
Oh, is it really Canadian? Fuck. Okay, well, it had this. Some people might recognize it in the chat. I don't know, but it had this. There was this one cartoon. It might have just been on the normal, regular CBC channel. But anyways, like there's this cartoon. It was like this, like kid and his grandmother. He'd like live at his grandmother's, and like the fucking like images would like they would like slide. It wasn't like a properly animated cartoon. Like the images would it would just be like sliding images, and it just looked fucking creepy as hell. I
It
really
sounds
don't
like
remember
the Canadian version of like Robot Chicken or something.
it wasn't as bad as Robot Chicken, but like I used to have nightmares about that fucking old lady, the old grandmother.
Sounds like a Canadian thing.
Yeah, but I guess I can't really remember too much from that cartoon. But yeah, I don't know if anyone remembers Lunar Jim.
Nope.
Nope.
Do you
Yep.
get these like special Did you have Cartoon Network in Canada?
Yeah, it's called YTV, and we had Teletoon. You guys didn't have Teletoon? Fuck.
What's Teletoon?
The hell?
Fuck, dude.
Do you have like Nickelodeon or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have. Okay, for cartoons, we had Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network. That was what we had.
Oh, wait, no, there was some.
And
Disney.
Well, I don't know if Disney counts as cartoons. But...
Well, there was some like was a Phineas and Ferb on there. I like that one.
Oh yeah, I guess. So
I
I
never
guess
watched
Disney
that.
Channel.
I liked it.
But mainly for cartoons, there was like Nickelodeon or
Oh,
Cartoon Network.
Blue's Clues.
An old one I really liked was Rugrats as well. Like when I was a lot younger.
Oh,
Yeah,
Rugrats was good. Oh, like probably now that I'm older, I could like watch an episode of Rugrats and be like, "How did I ever like this?" But
I swear I
enjoyed
would like it.
Rugrats.
I probably would get entertained by it.
It's just a bunch of babies. Like I don't know.
Dude, but like the Reptar dude, like the dinosaur or whatever the hell.
Oh,
it's called.
Reptar.
Also, Dexter's Laboratory. That was one of my favorites as a kid.
Oh,
yeah,
that is
one.
good.
Bugs Bunny and Tweety Show.
Oh. AJ, you had special television.
You really? You guys
What?
have not seen that?
No,
Bugs Bunny, or-
I've seen Bugs Bunny. Like
Okay, well, well, it was like a combination of the two. It was like a good
it's
like
like
retro show.
what do they
Looney
call it?
Tunes
Like
or whatever?
Looney Tunes. Yeah.
Yeah, that.
They just combined all of the characters.
Oh, for a while, I remember I used to be afraid of Rugrats, but I got over it. Like, it's because like I accidentally watched like some commercial or
Creepy
whatever
series.
for Chucky, like
Oh.
the Chucky doll thing or whatever. So like when I saw Chucky, I always saw the doll.
You mean like the orange-haired kid?
Yeah, whenever I was younger, like I saw like the commercial ad for the Chucky thing, and it really scared me. I wouldn't want to watch Rugrats for a while, but I got over it eventually.
You guys have seen Carl Squared before, right?
Never heard of it.
No.
No, what's
Nope.
Carl Squared?
I'm done. It's all just Canadian shows Canadian cartoons that I know, I swear.
Did you watch the American staples? You know, like Fairly Odd Parents and stuff.
Fairly Odd Parents, yeah, that was on YTV. I actually really liked that show. That was a good one. And Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, Jimmy Neutron was good.
There are a few other ones that are not really coming to mind right now. I used to watch. Well, yeah, fuck, everyone did when they were a kid. Fuck.
What?
Watch cartoons.
Oh no, of course not. Who does that?
You guys like Scooby Doo?
Oh my
Yeah.
god, yes.
It was always too scary for me.
Too
What?
spooky.
Too scary,
You-
guys.
I
You
guess,
watch that
that's-
don't hug me, I'm scared thing, but you can't watch Scooby Doo.
I'm not as old as you guys. I was young. Things were scary.
What was scary? Like when like Shaggy would eat like a 20-layer sandwich.
The monsters, Sean.
Oh,
In like one bite.
that was my favorite part when like Scooby and Shaggy would just eat like crazy amounts of food.
There's so many secret references in that show. It's funny.
Oh, also, like, whenever there was, like, a holiday, like, it was a sort of a tradition thing that we would watch, like, the Charlie Brown holiday that was relevant for it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We always
watched,
watched
like,
the
The Charlie
Current
Brown
holidays.
Christmas or whatever
Charlie Brown
every year.
Christmas, Thanksgiving, yeah.
Yeah, all of them.
Um,
But AJ didn't.
I didn't
No,
watch this.
I watched that. I watched that. Shut up.
I
I
didn't watch
watch
this.
cartoons you guys haven't watched. But I've seen all the shit that you guys watched.
I
You
never
guys
really.
remember?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna see if you guys remembered Kids WB, like Pinky and the Brain or Animaniacs or any of those.
Oh,
I've heard of it. I just never watched it.
Oh, do you know Kids Next Door?
Yeah,
oh,
Kids Next
there we
Door.
go.
That was
oh,
good.
Oh, Foster's Home of Imaginary Friends or whatever.
Oh,
I
that
watched
was
that
good
as
too.
well, dude.
Yes.
Dude, Ray is right. Dude, Codename Kids Next Door was like the shit.
That was
Oh,
a great
Codename
show.
Kids Next Door. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I've seen
so
I
Oh.
couldn't remember the name
they
exactly.
like built like a tree house and they all lived in it and they like shot their parents.
They fought adults.
Yeah, they like fought adults and they like shot them and like they wouldn't eat. Like there was this episode where they got trapped in a sea of asparagus. They couldn't escape. I don't know.
That was a
Oh.
good show.
Danny
Yvonne of
Phantom
the
was another one I
Yukon.
watched. Danny Phantom, if you know that one.
Danny Phantom. Oh
I
yeah.
remember
Oh
that,
yeah. Like
You
a
guys seen-
ghost kid.
Oh, how about Cat Dog?
Cat
Dog.
dog.
uh,
I remember
Ben
that
10
You guys
is
seen-
another one I watched a little bit. Sorry, go ahead.
Yvonne of
Okay.
the Yukon.
Has Yukon in the name that's Canadian? No.
That is the
Never
most
heard of it.
Of course it
Canadian
is.
television show I've ever heard. All right.
Or AJ.
Is that all the cartoons that we have on our minds?
Yeah, we listed every single cartoon in the books.
Yeah.
I think so. Unless I can think of anything real quick. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
all right.
one. I think it was called like Fish Hooks. That was kind of newer. Like I was older when I came out. I think. But I still watched
Yeah.
it.
Wasn't Recess a popular show?
Oh my
Yeah, it
god!
was.
Oh yeah.
Why did we forget that one?
It wasn't that good.
Recess?
I never watched it.
I don't know. Was it good?
Yes.
No.
What the Arnold one or whatever? I don't know.
Hey
I
Arnold.
watched Arnold.
Hey
Arnold.
Arnold
Hey,
was
Arnold.
okay.
DW.
Another win for Solace.
What happened?
What's
I don't know. Just another win.
Cool.
all right?
All right. Well, I guess that concludes the podcast. That's all the questions that we have.
Shout out to
Um,
Rockets.
We'll take any questions you guys have right now. I'll just ask, what do you got? What skill you guys training right now? Yeah,
Fishing.
regular order.
Is High School
Slayer.
DxD an anime? I mean a cartoon? It's in the
We're not
screen
on
now.
cartoons anymore.
We are not talking about
What
anime.
skill are you training, viewer?
The imaginary skill, the one where you imagine the skill that you're trying. I don't know. And I'm imagining I'm thieving right now.
Anime is banned in Solace.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm mining.
How about we end the podcast because we're now just talking about nothing.
Oh, I was gonna stall time to take a question, but since no one is asking questions, I'm gonna conclude it. So,
Bye bye.
I'm going to regularly tweet out the Google form in which you can post a topic for the 17th Solace podcast, which will be held on the weekend of May 7th and May 8th. I'm also gonna, if you're watching a YouTube video of this, I'm gonna put the Google form to submit a topic for 17th podcast in the description. It'll be uploaded. The timestamps will probably not be up right away, so I'll get right to that as it's uploaded. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed the podcast.
Bye.
See you in
Thanks
2
for
weeks.
watching.